Hi, this is Bryce here from B.Creat. So today we are going to talk about tech. So what is the tech that we're going to talk about today? It is our new processor which we upgraded from the i5820 from Intel. And before anything, let me show you the specs of it. So on paper, as you can see, it's a 2-core and 500 MHz improvement. But how does this actually relate to real-life application, or actually how does it relate to our workflow itself? Okay, there's two speeds I care about the most with this upgrade. First is the speed of encoding. So whenever we shoot on a new camera, or be it some of the older cameras itself, we will always try to encode the files into DNxHD or ProRes, so that when we are editing on our editing software itself, it's actually smoother and there's less lagging when it playbacks and things like that. We actually did a test with 30 10-bit 422 4K files from the GH5, and here are the results. As you can see from the result, we are saving about almost 14 minutes against our MacBook Pro and about 8 minutes against our i5820. The second speed that we are going to look at is the speed of exporting, or the speed of outputting, whereby from the editing software, we will output to the deliverables that we're going to send to the clients or upload to YouTube. So we're going to base this test off two software itself. One is the Adobe Premiere Pro, the second one is the DaVinci Resolve. And here are the results. From the result, you can actually see that the improvement itself is pretty drastic. You see, based on a 10-minute files, that is the amount of time we are saving. And let's say if you are going on 5 to 6 10-minute files, imagine how much time we will actually save itself. And that to me is a huge plus point, or a huge improvement in our workflow itself, the amount of time we actually save. So now with the increase in the processing core itself, we can't help it but to also look into the capability of the multitasking performance itself. In the past, when I'm encoding or catching files itself, it's really hard to be productive. As you can see from the amount of resources or the amount of time that is being taken to do encoding itself. As for catching wise, whenever you plug in, or whenever I plug in a heavy plug-in inside, the computer actually slows down drastically. The thing is very lag, and I'm unable to do other things other than letting it catch finish before I continue my work itself. But now I can. Another plus point is, let's say I'm not going to work today. All I want to do is encode my file, and halfway through, I suddenly feel like, hey, I feel like playing a game, and I fire up my game, and now look, check this out. I can play my game smoothly as well while the file is encoding, and that is one of the fun plus points that we are getting from it. So these are the two biggest effects that I think the new processor had on our workflow. The improvement and the speed itself is really I would say it's big enough to worthy the upgrade itself. There are also two small things that I also like to share with you guys about. One is the fan itself. So the fan itself is really quiet. I do not have any problems, of the cameras that I use, of the lighting that I use, of the adapters that I use, even of the sound devices that I use, as in the sound equipment that I use. I don't have any problem, and I can upgrade the firmware and things like that with it without any problem. And that to me is a huge, I would say, a thank AMD for making this a smooth transition for me. Overall, at less than $500 with a 8-core processor as well as a performance speed of up to 4.1 GHz, I would say that the Ryzen 2700 is something hard to beat in the cost to performance ratio. And also, if you are someone looking to upgrade your computer and it's on a smaller budget, I would suggest taking a look at the Ryzen 2700, or if you are on a tighter, smaller budget, look into the Ryzen family itself. Anyway, do leave your comments below, do leave any suggestion if you have. Hit on the like button if you like this video, and do subscribe to us. We have more things coming up in the future, especially we're not going to just do tech, we're going to talk about gears, we're going to talk about behind the scenes also. So do subscribe to us, and meanwhile, until the next one, I'll see you.